All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. And as I try to fix the curtain on the back of the screen, we do have some breaking news, and I'm making this thing even worse. Hey, some news just came out minutes ago from Detroit Lions media. Sorry about all that. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're live on air. At any rate, though, this comes from our friends, a lot of different people, Detroit News, Detroit Free Press, etc., etc. Detroit Lions might be getting some very good news as we get ready for Monday Night Football, and basically right at the right time. You know that this team is beat up. You know the Bucs are beat up as well. So strength on strength, perhaps weakness on weakness. Here's where I'm going to get to you real quick with it. Taylor Decker is practicing, though limited today. Everybody knows all season long he's been out there at time from time in the preseason. But when he got to the regular season, they basically made practices a no-fly zone for him. He's missed the last couple games. He is out there on a limited basis for the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell earlier today in a presser kind of mentioned he might be getting out there. So you'd say to yourself, well, that's pretty good news, right? Well, not so fast. There's even more good news for Detroit Lions fans and the team as a whole. Zach Cunningham has been missing the last couple weeks with a hamstring injury. He's been also at practice today, going through limited workouts. Again, kind of moderated. Whether or not he's going to be an impact player, even if he goes, I'd say that's some room for speculation. He would add a lot to the special teams. If nothing else for the linebacker room, he'd give a lot more depth out there. But you want some more good news? We've got some more good news. More injury news for you. Defensive back Avonte Maddox was working over on the sidelines with trainers Thursday. Now, everybody and their mother knows the Detroit Lions secondary has been gutted. No questions about it. Terrion Arnold out, Reed out, and Brian Branch not going to play in this game. Avonte Maddox, one of the more flexible corners on safeties on this team, can play corner, can play safety. If he could somehow get back on the field Monday night, I think we'd all agree that is a massive win for the Detroit Lions. Maddox was missed last Sunday's game with a hamstring injury. It's definitely a positive sign. Like I said, the Lions are already without Terrion Arnold, Reed, and Brian Branch. Getting him back out there, along with some of the other guys we've signed the last few days, maybe this Detroit Lions defense now starts having some flexibility. One bad note for everybody, defensive tackle DJ Reader was a little limited in practice today. On the sidelines only with trainers. Don't have more information on this one other than he was not a full participant with the rest of the team. I'm going to be trying to Scooby-Doo this, dive in more on it, and see what I can find out. Lions safety, before some of you guys asked, Kirby Joseph, who's been battling a knee injury since training camp and briefly left Sunday's game, was not at Thursday's practice. I know everybody was going to be asking about that. Let's also keep in mind the last couple of weeks, he has not really practiced, just played. I think that could be the case for Monday night, although I have gone on record saying as a coach myself, I would probably keep him out of the game and just let him rest up, keeping the idea of the whole season more important than a singular game. That also being said, I think everybody understands this is a massive game for both teams. It's an NFC game. Two of the best teams in the NFC. First place in the NFC on the lines. A lot of moving parts to this one. I think personally Kirby Joseph, maybe because of those reasons, does give it a go, and the Lions have the bye week after all, although they might have them on a bit of a pitch count. Also, before some of you guys do ask, when it comes to the Bucs, you are also probably aware most of the receivers are at least down and out to some degree. Mike Evans was seen at their practice today, no shoulder pads, etc., but out there running some things. Could he return for Monday Night Football? It's looking like a possibility. Would he be somewhat limited? That also might be the case. So I guess Todd Bowles of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have to make a decision. Is a limited Mike Evans better than no Mike Evans? And what would that do for them throughout the entire season? We're going to want to pay attention to this. There are some speculations that some of the Lions defenders from reporters there. Again, if you've never been to a Lions practice as a reporter, here's what I can tell you. You only get to watch 15 minutes, and most of the stuff is just warm-ups, things of that sort. You don't really get to see the X's and O's. Right around 1996, they changed that because some reporters were selling reports on what teams were doing to opposing teams and basically giving out game plans. So now that is a not going to happen thing. But if the Lions could get some of those guys out there, some of the new signings that we've all heard about in the last few hours, there's rumors or speculations that Lawrence Strickland may return to the team. We'll have to see. He does sound like he is dealing with some injuries to begin with. All right, so and that's probably why they didn't want to use an IR spot on him, release him, let him heal up, then come on back. Let's get over to the Duke crew real quick, and then I got to get back out here. Panculi, what up, Mr. Coach? How you doing, my friend? Roger Rose, any upbeat news? I'll take. Well, now you got it. Paperback fan, gritty and citations, Duke crew, we can always use good news. You're not wrong with that with an exclamation point. 5 Fingers Freddy, hearing Kirby might play Monday, that's very good. Yeah, and again, I do anticipate throughout the week, they're going to be very cautious with him, that PCL, that strain. They're going to keep him on the sidelines, probably just working with trainers as much as possible. Let it get as much rest as possible before you put him in the game, if they play him in the game. Till then, wonder if Mike Evans will play? Question mark. He was at practice limited without pads. It's a big question. I mean, if I'm the Bucs, do I want to risk any kind of setbacks? Is this game that big? If it's a playoff game, I think to your point, Attila, no question, all these guys would be out there. It's not a playoff game, but to the Bucs, maybe they view it as such. Jedi Sith, I don't know how. Just find a way for Shep and the D to hold this game down, win it. You win this game, you get the bye week, you get a lot of rest for some of these guys. Cunningham and Avonte Maddox, just use them as examples. Are those hamstrings fully healed at this point? Probably not. Are they willing to give it a go, knowing they got almost 2 weeks until the next game? That might be the case. Vontae Maddox, he gets back there because we are so depleted in the secondary. I think that'd be a huge win for the Detroit Lions. JDC, afternoon all, back at you. Drake, sounds as if Decker might go. It's trending that way. The fact that he's in practice, that's huge and a vast change over the last 6 months that we've seen with him. He's had a couple of games off. Maybe he's ready to go, do something out there. Then he's got basically 2 weeks to the next game. Maybe that's a sign the Lions have identified this is a must-win game. Dave, what do you got? Make no mistakes. Bucs want this one as much as we do. I would agree with that fully. Until then, I look at it this way. If they can't beat a good team at home, even down some players, then they are not going to win a Super Bowl. Last Sunday was a joke and mockery. Okay. Marcus, hey, y'all, here we go again. Exclamation point. No Mike Evans. Let's hope not. Mad Dog, what do you got? What up, Duke crew? Woo! With an exclamation point. Chad D, did Zadarius Smith come out of retirement and join our pass rush? Well, right now, if he did, return from a retirement, unless the Eagles release him, he'd still be under contract with them. Dennis, beautiful. You gotta love the beautiful people, right, Dennis? Moonscar Blade, good afternoon, my Lions Talk Live dogs, with an exclamation point, and back at you, my friend. Until then, I am a better pass rusher than Zadarius at this point in the career. Well, that might be accurate. We might have to sign you up, my friend. Lauren, what up, Duke crew? What's going on, Lauren? How you doing? Cody, Attila, all teams stink if they can't go 17-0. Am I right? You're not wrong, man. Let's all go undefeated if when possible. Undefeated the rest of the season. How about that? Mr. Nico, man, I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot second. Let's eat someone's lunch and prove why we're kings. One pride. I'm down with that. I like the one up there, by the way. Silver Sir, Skipper played all right. I agree with you. I did think he played okay. I'd keep Decker out and give him 2 more weeks. Could be exactly what they do, although we'll have to wait and see, obviously. JDC, go Lions, and we'll do that. Michael, what up, Coach Dan? Exclamation point. How you doing? And I like the thumbnail, man. Brett Attila's laughing. Marcus, can I get a woo? You just got one, but hey, just for you, I'll give you 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Leo, what happened, Coach? Now you know. No one's half the battle. JDC, woo! The Ronin 99. I feel bad for the Bucs. We're coming out PO'd and ready to clock Blake. I'm down with that. Yeah, I think we'll be ready to play. Bo, if Aleem is 100%, then DJ Reader can get a rest. That might be part of the plan. Marcus, Lions trade for Vildor. We'll see if that shakes. The Ronin, Marcus laughing out loud. Bo, there you go again, Marcus. Attila, nope, but they did trade for Vader, Darth Vader. Ooh, that would be something. Marcus Lawrence Strickland back in the practice squad. Yeah. But my point about it was, will they elevate him to the 53? Because as we all know, we're a little depleted in the safety room. We'll wait and see. Michael Hudson, Danforth for the win. Let's see if that happens. Let's see, Jonathan, do we post Kansas City Chief safety? Yeah, we did poach him. Yeah, and he was signed to the practice squad. Adora K, talk about somebody I haven't seen in a hot second. Baker Mayfield about to, let's hope not, man. Let's hope not. Let's see. Brent, Raul Woolen is a realistic possibility. I liked him coming out of college. Woolen from Seattle, yeah, I think he is possible. I know a lot of teams are probably going to try to acquire his services, especially if it ends up being something like a 6th, 5th, or 4th round pick. 4th rounder might be a little high. JDC, happy trails, go Lions victory! Exclamation point, back at you. Lifson Fisher, I tuned in. Now I just need to rewind. Hey, we got half the battle, right? The Road 99, get through this game healthy. At 5-2, we would be ready for a stretch run. I think you're right. I like Woolen too. The Seattle thing is weird. It is a little weird that you got a player who seems to play well like him, but yet, for whatever reason, out of favor with him. Leonidas 09, any news updates on Hassanin? Well, even if he's fully healthy, which his dad's usually on in the morning show, he can't re-sign with the team until week 9, until week 9's concluded. So you're still a little ways away from him returning to the team in some fashion. Terrence, free Brian Branch, I'm all down with that, man. All down with that. Let's see, Silver Sir, Brent DeWitt, you mean Tara Willen? Yeah, 100%. Thomas, even when we are healthy, our D is not playing up to its potential. We do not need Decker this game. Exclamation point. One more from Skip can get Decker as close to 100% for the rest of the year. Play Skip. We'll see if they do just that. Henry, what's up, Coach? Just got here, and now you know. No one's half the battle. Brett, yes, Silver, with a thumbs up and a smile. Pistons fan, if Vaki gets healthy, he can play secondary. He tried out there right. In college, he did play both. Whether or not the coaching staff feels like he'd be able to play at the NFL level, I mean, that I can't answer, man. I haven't seen him play secondary since he played in college. Brent, autocorrect. It happens to the best of us. Thomas, our D-line must bring it. Exclamation point. Shadow Baker with linebacker on passing downs. Might be. Maybe even somebody from the secondary. They're running Silver. Yeah, Willen. I figured that's where you're going. Silver. What just happened? Now you know. Silver. But I think Raider will catch a break during the bye week. Aleem will give both of them defense tackles a rest. All right. Dennis, let's go Lions. Exclamation point. Christopher, let's go Lions. Hey, I like the way you guys are thinking. Brian C., we're saving Ragnar for the end of, might be, Leo. Can we get some money and Gibbs together this game? I think at some point it's got to happen, right? All right, guys, I'll get out of here. If you would be so kind before checking out, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit all that stuff. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. We'll see you guys if there's more breaking news today on the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, all.